So let's get right into it. When you think of chess, what comes to mind? Probably cold hard logic, right? But today, we're going to look past the board and get inside the heads of the players. We're going to explore the intense, unseen war of human emotion that really defines this game at the highest levels. And this right here, it just says it all, doesn't it? High-stakes chess isn't just a game of strategy. No, it's a spectacle of raw human feeling, where a whole lifetime of work can be validated, or just completely shattered, in a single, solitary moment.
So, right off the bat, we're going to challenge that old stereotype. We're going way beyond the moves on the board to really understand the incredible psychological battle that is just raging inside the players themselves.
Because, the real drama in chess, the stuff that keeps you on the edge of your seat, it doesn't always come from some brilliant tactic. It comes from human pressure, from pure endurance, and from the very real possibility of making a mistake. The real opponent is often yourself. Okay, now let's talk about one of the most gut-wrenching moments in any sport, the blunder, that sudden, catastrophic mistake. This is where you see that cool, calm exterior of a grandmaster just completely fall apart. And it all just crumbles in a second. Just take Grandmaster Vidit. He was in total control of the game against Shakhriyar Mamedyarov, a completely winning position after hours of playing perfectly. But then, a single oversight, one tiny miscalculation, and the second his opponent makes the move, you see it on Vidit's face. He knows it's over. The only thing left to do is resign. This quote from the live commentary, it just says everything. You can literally see the devastation. It's a moment of public, gut-wrenching failure, and it is absolutely brutal to watch.
So what's the deal here? Why do these blunders happen? Well, a lot of the time, it's that ticking clock. And a player like Mamedyarov, he's a master at using it. He will intentionally steer the game into chaos, using time pressure as a weapon to push his opponents into a state of panic, where a mistake is almost guaranteed.
But it's not always that sudden, shocking moment of a blunder. Sometimes the pain is a slow burn. It's that gradual, crushing realization that a lifelong dream, like becoming world champion, is just slipping right through your fingers. This was the feeling in the room after Fabiano Caruana just barely missed his shot at the title. It really gets to the heart of the personal investment these players have. They put everything, their entire lives on the line. And when you get that close, only to fall short, the pain is just unimaginable. And then there's this moment, the moment of acceptance. Just look at Jan Nepomniachtchi here. He sits up in his chair and he knows. He knows the final fatal moves are on the board. The game isn't technically over yet, but his reign as champion is. And that handshake, well, it's not just a formality. It's the surrender of the entire war.
But get this, there's an even more unique kind of agony. Imagine playing a game to a draw, but because of how the tournament is set up, that draw means both players are eliminated. They shake hands, but really they've both just surrendered, together, in their shared defeat. Just a truly heartbreaking moment for both of them.
Okay, enough of the pain. Let's flip the script and talk about the other side of the coin, the incredible, emotional high of a huge win. And what's interesting is that a lot of the time, it doesn't even look like celebration. It looks like pure, overwhelming shock. 18, just 18 years old. That was the age of Grandmaster Andrei Asipenko when he did the unthinkable. He sat across the board from the reigning world champion, the legend himself, Magnus Carlsen, and he won. And you have to see his reaction. It was just unbelievable. For the first few moments after the game, there's nothing, just exhaustion. Then you see this wave of shock hit him as he starts to process what he's just done. And it wasn't until the arbiter came over and made it official that a smile finally broke through his face. Just pure, unadulterated disbelief. And I love this quote. It's describing the moment Ding Liren became the first ever Chinese world chess champion. His smile isn't about his opponent's pain. It's the pure, earned joy of someone who fought with every fiber of their being and finally reached the top. It's a moment of just profound personal victory.
So, when you bring this all together, why are these moments so captivating to us? It's because they show us the raw, totally relatable human element that's really at the heart of this incredibly complex game.
This is why we're glued to our screens, right? We're drawn to that razor's edge between winning and losing. We can feel the crushing weight of a single mistake. We admire the incredible resilience it takes to fight back. And we're so inspired by the shock of someone achieving what everyone thought was impossible.
We're connected to their pain, and we're connected to their joy. Because in the end, that's what defines chess at this level. It's not just a battle of brains, it's a test of nerve, it's a fight of courage, of grit, and of the sheer will to keep going under absolutely unimaginable pressure.
And that brings us to one last big question. A question about what all this emotion means for a game that on the surface seems so perfectly logical.
I mean, think about it for a second. In chess, every piece is right there on the board for both players to see. There are no hidden cards, no dice rolls, no luck. It's a game of perfect information. So, what's the one thing you can't predict? The one true variable? Maybe, just maybe the final great unknown is the fragile, unpredictable, and sometimes brilliant human heart.